Hey everybody, it's Tyler with Tyler Talks Travel Trailers. Today I got a special unit for you. It's the 2025 Flagstaff 21 FBRS. I did the 2024 about a week ago, so this will be a good opportunity for you to see what's coming with the 25s versus the 24s, so you'll get an idea if it's worth going with the 25. So we'll jump into the specs first, and then we'll dive into the inside because I know you guys like that. So let's get into it. All right, guys, the basic specs on this 2025 Flagstaff Microlight 21 FBRS. The unloaded weight is 4,493 pounds. The cargo carrying capacity is 1,344 pounds. The loaded weight is 5,837 pounds. The hitch weight is 557 pounds. Your total length is 22 feet 4 inches total. Your width is 8 feet. Your height exterior is 10 feet 3 inches, including the AC. And your tanks. Your freshwater tank is 54 gallons. Your gray water tank is 29 gallons. Your black water tank is 29 gallons. And your awning size is 14 feet. Let's jump inside, guys. 2025. 50 years of Flagstaff. Celebrating 50 years, really nice. So let's go inside, check out this 21 FBRS. This is one of my favorite floor plans. This is a really good step up, like, you know, if you're going from an E Pro to this, like if you feel like the E Pro is just a little too small, this would be a really great transition. So for instance, on the E Pro, the walls are the inside width is only 7.5 feet, and then on these it's going to be 8 feet wide. So if the E Pro is just not wide enough, this is perfect because it gives you a little more space, being that it's 8 feet wide versus 7.5. And then also it's a little bit longer than the E Pros. The E Pros, they usually only go up to right around 20 feet. This is going to be 22 feet. So it is a little longer. If you guys are looking for something just a little bit bigger than an E Pro, I'm telling you, this is perfect. So right as you walk in, you got the nice electric fridge. Check out this. This is pretty cool. Oh no, someone's coming in. And you need to open it this way. Boom, what's up? How cool is that? You could open it on both sides. Really nice. You know, really different. That's new on the 25. I really love the freezer on these too. It's way bigger. Dang, it's already getting kind of cold, and I just plugged it in maybe 4 minutes ago. So that's why I love electric fridges over gas electric, because they cool so much faster, and you also get a much bigger fridge than you do on a gas electric fridge. So much bigger, cools a lot faster. I like that. You got a nice little cabinet right here. You'll have to go check out the 24 because I can't remember if this cabinet is there, but I'll leave a link on the end of this video of the 2024 version. That way you could see if it's worth the step up. It's pretty similar. Here is your control panel. All your readings, things like that. Your awning's electric. It does have the tank heater, so this will handle cold temperatures. I usually go super in depth about that, but basically you've pushed that button and it'll keep your tanks from freezing in cold temperatures, and it'll go on automatically at freezing temps and off at above freezing temps. This is just your solar controller, because this does have solar on the roof already and an inverter, so this kind of just shows you what the solar is doing up there. You come down here, you got a nice screen door right here, so you can let some air in, some airflow. And then this window, you got a window right here with a nice curtain that goes up, so you get a little privacy if you want to crack it. We'll go into the bathroom real quick. Really nice. I love Flagstaff. Hey Flagstaff, if you're watching this, come on, help me help you. Let me go out to the factory. I would love to go see how these things are made firsthand. Nice cabinet right there, medicine cabinet. Dang it, I forgot my tape measure. Next time I will do a tape measure. That way I can show you how deep these are. So a little past my wrist. And these cabinets are all real wood. It's not paper wrapped or particle board. So you can actually see the wood grain. That paper wrap stuff, after like a year, you're gonna start seeing it peel because of the heat we get here in New Mexico. Nice medicine cabinet right here with the mirror. Good size sink, and then easy access to your plumbing, bypass valves, things like that. You got a Max Air vent, also known as the fart fan. Really big versus some of the fans out there, they're tiny. So you got a big fan right there for the nights that you eat Mexican. Good size shower. This does have the shower miser as well. So this is for all my dry campers out there that don't want to be at a campground. This is a great water saving system. So basically when you're dry camping, you're not hooked up to utilities. So you want to conserve your freshwater tank. When you're out waiting for the water, you have your hand out waiting for it to get hot. You're wasting all of that water. It's going into the gray tank and it ain't coming back. With this, you just flip this. It'll circulate it through the lines. Then you flip it back over and you know it's hot. Just to conserve water. Really nice. These are magnetic. Overall, really good sized bathroom. You got the nice accented lighting. And then if you come over here, you got the nice couch. This does turn into a bed. They do make the next step up from this. I can't remember which floor plan it is. But they do the theater seating. So if you're looking for theater seating, they do have that. It's just a little longer. And then this table you could just bring out like this. It sits a little higher, but I have it like this so I could take it off and show you. You got nice cup holders right here. You got cup holders on each side. And then the nice roller shade right here. And you got reading lights on each side. This couch is nice because you could actually accommodate someone that comes with you. So if you have a grandchild or a child that comes once in a great while, this is a great opportunity instead of buying bunk beds. And I'll show you how this turns into a bed. It's really simple. All you got to do is take this out, put it right here for now, and then this just folds up and lays flat. I'm 5'7", and this is how much room I have. So you could sleep an adult. Not a 6'5" adult, but you could sleep an adult. I'm not a giant, but just a nice way to accommodate someone. You know, if you do have kids and they're staying in a tent, but the weather gets super bad, at least you have a place to kind of accommodate them. Let's see if I can get this in. So pretty easy. Simple. So there's your extra sleeping area. You got some nice cabinets right here. All real wood, like I said. With hidden hinges. So real nice. When you look around at trailers, really look at the detail because you'll notice how cheap they're made and also how much of a shoddy job they sometimes do on these. Like look at this though. What is it, the caulking I guess you'd call it, but look how clean it is. It's just real clean, quality control. The seams are just really nice. You don't see a bunch of staple holes and putty and stuff like that. Really look around at this stuff when you're out searching for a trailer because you will not get this most of the time. It's just not as clean. That's why I love Flagstaff. That's why I want to go to the factory, so maybe they could send me out there. That'd be freaking awesome. Whew, it's getting hot in here. I am roasting. So if we turn around, we got the kitchen. Really nice. Comes with the microwave. Light fan hood combo. Come down here. You got the nice fancy lights. And then a 3 top burner with the backsplash. Really nice. And then you got the knife holder right here. I always thought that was just like a vent or something. I didn't know it was a knife holder for the longest time. Good size oven. Could actually fit you might be able to fit a turkey in there. Good size. These do have igniters, so you don't have to, you know, light it with a lighter or a match. That's useful. You come over here, you got some nice cabinetry. you know, for your plates, things like that. And then they give you quite a bit of drawers down here, which is really nice, and they're a good size. Look at all that nice wood cabinetry. It's not particle board and cheap. Really nice. Got your sponge holder. And you got some more drawers right here for your utensils. Really nice. I love the colors they do in these Flagstaffs. Just looks really sharp. And these countertops are solid. No T-molding. Sometimes they do these trailers and there's like T-molding, and you got to think when it's by the sink, that water will tuck under and it'll start, you know, warping the counter. This is all real solid, so you don't need to worry about that. Good size sink. Really good size sink, so plenty of room to do dishes when you're done cooking. Sometimes they make these sinks way too small and you can't even fit a plate in it, so keep an eye out for that. Like I said, I tell you all these little things because it's hard to remember it all when you're out looking at a trailer. And you know, just make a list, because when you're out looking, you're going to see a lot of trailers and you're not going to remember everything you want. So make a nice list. It has the nice extension right here. Real nice. Extra prep space. Overall, you get tons of counter space. Tons of counter space. You know, you stop off, you want to get a sandwich. You have plenty of prep space. When you have this slide in, this is the slide, you still have plenty of room to get to everything. So you could even just pull off the road and not put it out and you'd still be fine getting to the bed. It's not super massive. It's just big enough to make enough floor space, you know, for people to walk around right here. Really nice. Look at that. It's perfect. It's a rolling suite. Hotel room. Doing the smart TVs now, you got all of your apps. So this is a 12 volt TV. You'll be able to use it without being plugged into a generator, which is really nice. You got some windows right here. And these actually open like this. That way, if it's raining and you left a window open, you won't come back with water in the trailer. Really nice. I love these windows. They're frameless and it looks really sharp. Now to the bed. This is a true queen. So a lot of times when you look around, you'll see a queen, but it's 6 inches shorter. It's an RV queen. So keep an eye out for that. That kind of sucks because if you want to change the mattress out and you can't fit a normal queen, you're kind of stuck with the RV mattresses, which aren't always the best. You got these all along the top and they go all the way across, as you can see. So tons of storage on both sides. You got USB ports on each side with plugs. So it's really cool. If you look on this thing right here, the plug, it says inverter circuit. So it'll actually run off of the 12 volt battery and the inverter. So you can use these no matter what. You don't need to be plugged into a generator or shore power. So as long as it says inverter circuit, you can use those no matter what, which is really nice. I think these might be new. The new reading lights. They're super bright now. And then there's your USB ports. That's just the main lights. Then you got your emergency exit right here. And then you got a nice big automotive grade windshield in the front. A lot of people get concerned about that. You know, if a rock flies up from your tires and it chips it. They make aftermarket covers for it, so don't worry. If you want the window, don't let it freak you out. There's covers you can buy. Really easy. Lift this up. And you got storage underneath as well. And I always go into this, see the metal framing underneath the bed? Not every company does that. I would say like majority of all of them don't do this. So they aluminum frame under your dinette, your bed, everything. Some companies, it's just the side walls. This is another step above a lot of the competition. So when you look around, lift up the bed, look underneath, and you most of the time, I promise you, it's going to be wood, not aluminum. So Flagstaff just goes way further than the competition to make sure that the customers have a nice, solid trailer. And you got to think, like, when that stuff is wood, if you have a grandchild or something, they come and jump on your bed and crack the framing in your bed, you're going to have to spend a lot of money to get that fixed. And miss a lot of trips probably, or it's going to be stuck at a dealership forever until they fix it. Whew, I'm roasting. So overall, love this floor plan. I would say this is one of my favorites because it's not too big. It's perfect for two. You still get the north-south bed, which is nice. So when you look around, keep an eye out for that, because sometimes the beds will be faced this way, and it's just annoying because you'll have to roll over each other in the middle of the night, or if you want to wake up earlier, you have to roll over each other. So just one thing to consider, this bed is a little bit better for people, easier to make. That's one of those things that you don't really think about until you're out using it. Like, no one really thinks, oh, I gotta make the bed. But it's annoying when the bed is this way instead of north-south because you can't get to the other sides of it. So just one thing to consider. Man, it is a sauna in here. Like, I can feel it's hard for me to breathe a little bit. Woo! What do you guys think of this? Really nice. What do you guys think of my tours? Leave a comment. Let me know. This is so new to me, but I'm having fun doing it and showing you guys the different features and floor plans. 2025 Flagstaff. I'm telling you, I would love to go to the Flagstaff factory and just like see how they build these. I am their biggest fan. They need to watch this and see how much I love Flagstaff. They need to just go to my YouTube and see. I do so many Flagstaffs simply because I just love the product. It's built so well, and it makes my job so much easier when a customer comes in and buys a Flagstaff because they are 100% happy with it. I have never had a Flagstaff customer bash this product. They usually always end up buying it, even after they trade it in. So, awesome. Now we're just doing some back and forth so you guys can kind of see all this. Let's go outside real quick, and I'll show you some of the stuff out here. Oh, it feels so good. Holy smokes, I am drenched. Oh, all right. So like I said, nice screen door. And then you got this window right here. One thing I want to point out about these walls, it's one of the only companies, if not the only company, to do this. So if you noticed, this is a composite construction. A lot of times it's Azdel, and a lot of companies, they'll do the sidewalls or just the outside walls. Flagstaff is probably the only company that does this type of composite on the outside and the inside. And let me tell you why this composite is so good. So sometimes a lot of companies, they're still using Luan, which is a type of wood. And when that stuff gets wet, it starts to expand, it starts to absorb it, and then it also starts to mold. It's inevitable. These trailers are outside, they're in the elements, and over time your trailer is going to start degrading. And I'm sure you guys have seen this. You're driving down the road and you see a trailer and it is just trashed, like the walls are rippling. And what that is that means that the water somehow got in and it got moisture somehow. Usually it does happen, and now the walls are literally what's called delaminating. So the wall is separating. When you have this type of composite, they literally submerged this type of composite into water for 100 days and nothing changed. It was perfectly fine still. They did the Luan. Within 5 days, it was already absorbing the water, starting to create mildew and expanding and separating. So Azdel, or this composite, is huge. I would make this mandatory on my trailer. I can't believe that there's companies that are still using Luan on the outside walls. The inside walls is fine. It's crazy that Flagstaff puts Azdel, that composite, on the inside and the outside. Most companies, it's always going to be Luan on the inside, which is that wood material. You come to the front, you got your electric tongue jack to make hooking up easy. Bigger propane tanks, dual propane tanks, 30 pounds, and then you got the dual battery box. There's your nice windshield. Get one. If you buy a trailer, get that. It's nice. Come right here. You got the luggage latches. See that? Really nice. They're not those twist ones. Those things drive me nuts. Magnetic. Look underneath. All aluminum framed and nice treated wood. Good quality. They don't skimp out. If the trailer you're looking at looks cheap where you can see it, how does it look where you can't see it? That's what I tell people. Like, all of the stuff you can't see is probably really cheap. And over time, you buy something so cheap, you're gonna be spending more than if you bought the one that was nice and a little more expensive. And then the one that you paid more for is gonna end up costing you less because you're not replacing stuff every month. Right here is where a griddle hooks on, the flat top griddle, and then it hooks right into the propane right there. Every Flagstaff will come with a griddle. All right, so I'm gonna go into safety and why Flagstaff is a brand that considers your safety extremely important. So first off, they give you Goodyear Endurance tires. It's not a cheap tire. Sometimes these other companies give you such a cheap tire, you need to replace it right when you get off the lot. If you look underneath, let's see if I can show you. These are torsion axles. So instead of leaf spring, these actually have some flexibility in them on each wheel. And over time, that's gonna help the frame of your trailer tremendously versus leaf spring, which doesn't have that flex. You gotta imagine when you're driving down the road and it's bouncing around, where's all that shock going to? The frame of your trailer. So not only is it aluminum frame, which is gonna help, and the torsion axles are gonna be huge for you. So I also have heard that it tows way better. So I mean, if it's not bouncing around on you, that's obviously safety. It does have the TST monitoring system. So there's literally a sensor around the rim, and then you'll get a monitor in your truck, and it'll alert you if your tires are getting low or if they're getting too hot, things like that, which is a great precaution because maybe it'll prevent you from having a blowout, which is catastrophic. So if that isn't safety, I don't know what is. And now we'll even go into the brakes. They're not missing. They do everything. They make everything safe. The brakes are, I didn't know this for a while. I did not know that you had to adjust your brakes. So on Flagstaff, they give you what's called never adjust brakes. That's literally what they're named. It's by Dexter, and you don't need to adjust them. What you're supposed to do when you get a standard trailer is adjust the brakes after a certain amount of miles. I believe it's like 250 miles, and they come from Indiana, which is 1,500 miles away, and I guarantee you that the guy that delivered it did not adjust the brakes. So right off the bat, they already need to be adjusted. I guess they did a study on these never adjust brakes, and it increases stopping by up to 50%. So if that's not safety, that's huge. When you're going down a mountain pass, would you rather have the ones that are 50% better? I would, or 50% more stopping? Definitely. If my family's in the car, I'm gonna spend the extra money just to have that alone. So really good. Those are some huge safety things. You know, you got the torsion axles, you got the never adjust brakes, you got the good endurance tires, you got the TST monitoring system. So really, if safety is important to you and your family when you're going down the road, maybe do some research on Flagstaff and the competition so you know you're getting something that is looking out for your safety and your family. You open this, these steps are really nice. They just fold right in. Solid steps. I love these steps. They go all the way down to the ground, which is nice so they won't sag on you. Whoa. All right. These do have the manual cranks. I just tell people to get a socket and a drill, and then it'll go down really fast. You got a nice ladder. It's good to get on your roof and make sure there's no tears in it. You know, check your solar. It's easy to fix when you find a tear. It's just if you don't find it and check on your roof and you have a tear, you're screwed. The water's gonna get in your roof and that is gonna be catastrophic. Hot and cold water, sprayer. It is wired for a camera. That's usually an aftermarket thing you could buy. They're like $350 to $500 depending on the size of screen you want. And then back here is just your basic utilities. You know, your water, your antifreeze, so this is where you winterize it. Sometimes they don't have that on other trailers. Makes it really easy. Your 30 amp plug, rack and pinion slide. Really solid. I love this better than the cables by far. And like I always tell, I say this in every video, go bang on the slides, push them in when you're looking at trailers, because sometimes they are really cheap. Just a standard water heater, 6-gallon water heater. This is the pass-through. This door's a lot smaller than the other side because the water heater's right here. You got nice docking lights right there. Really nice. So, you got some more storage right here. I hope you like the 2025. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot to mention, they're doing this on the new ones. Check this out. Balancing beads in the tires. So there's beads in the tires that are gonna help your tires stay balanced. That's a nice safety feature for sure. So yeah, what is it? It says reduces maintenance costs, dynamic balancing, smoother ride. So with that and the torsion axle, that is huge. All right, I got a customer, I'll be right back. All right guys, I hope you liked that tour on the 2025 21 FBRS. This is a fantastic floor plan. Like I said, if an ePro is just a little too small for you, too narrow, this is the perfect step up. You're not doing a huge step up. It's perfect, and the price point is going to be literally right where that ePro is. So if you're looking for something a little bigger, I'm telling you, you got to check this one out. I appreciate you guys watching. If you can, just hit the subscribe button. You have no idea. It makes my day. Just one subscriber makes my day. It helps me stay motivated and excited to keep doing these videos. I really enjoy doing them for you guys. I like seeing the reaction of them and all that. So yeah, if you can like and subscribe, I appreciate you guys. See you till next time.